getting colder, my demons are emboldened by the fear. Ain't no midnight revelations coming, no, I need to be the one who saves myself. So I sing late night lullaby, close my eyes, hum a somber tune. So I return unto my bed, no voices ringing in my head for now. But somehow I'm feeling more distressed now, fearful of what does come next now. The demons that you know better than the shadow are the demons that you know better than the shadows. The demons that you know better than the shadows. This is a song I just wrote. It will be called Colder. My days are getting colder, my demons are emboldened by the fear. Ain't no midnight revelations coming, no, I need to be the one who saves myself. So I sing late night lullaby, close my eyes, hum a somber tune. So I return unto my bed, no voices ringing in my head for now. But somehow I'm feeling more distressed now, fearful of what does come next now. The demons that you know better than the shadow are the demons that you know better than the shadows. The demons that you know better than the shadows. winds are getting colder, my demons are emboldened by the fear. Ain't no midnight revelations coming, no, I need to be the one who saved myself. So I sing late night lullaby, close my eyes. Hello, hello. I guess I'm here. Awesome. So how is everybody? Oh, let's try that again. There we go. How we doing today? Oh, shoot. Oh, well. Oh, no. Just a mess here, guys. I'm sorry. This is the important part, though. Don't ignore the man in the box above me. Boop. Boop. Here we go. Testing, testing. Am I audible in Twitch? All right. Hello. Welcome to today's stream. We are going to be doing some collab with Chadboy Music, which is going to be pretty freaking exciting. Anyways, we're about to swap over to bring him in. So we're just going to kind of get into it. And I said I was going to have the chat open, but I don't. You good?
Let's go.
All right, awesome. Because I realized my one scene that I had was going to be my other camera that's currently in use by Discord, but of course we set that up over here. This is your face. I guess I could have just muted this in hindsight, but that would have been a lot of effort, of course. All right. So, still kind of chill right now, so I don't know. On my side, if you got any.
I got 13 in here.
Sheesh.
So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, friends in Chadboy Music Stream. I am Mystic Bigfoot. I am this. It's really dark over here. Holy cow, me.
Oh,
That's.
can't hear you right now.
Wait. Can you? All right.
Yes, now.
Okay, I gotta be really in front of my microphone. I gotta remember that. So this should be a lot brighter. So, guys, my name is Mystic Bigfoot. I am a musician, singer, songwriter out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and excited to get to collab with the first person I met on Twitch. So,
Hey, let's go.
yo, Fates, Sunflower, welcome in, guys. All right, let me pull up your stream as well, just so I can have that as well.
Yeah, I was gonna try to figure.
Just so I can also read your comments. It's Chadboy Music. Exactly, Fates. Exactly. The not alone emote is picture perfect. All right. So for anyone on Chad's stream who doesn't know me, as well, I've got a lot of originals. I did a lot of songwriting before I ever played music for anybody. I guess maybe be useful to go over both of our musical backstories as well, because I think that could be really interesting. Um, so myself, I took guitar lessons when I was young, and I didn't really do a whole lot with that. I went to like play trombone in the band. I played sang in the choir a little bit, but like it was nothing much, right? In high school, and then I went to college. Basically, shelved all of my music stuff. Just I didn't have the energy for it, and I was focused on a lot of other things, which, in hindsight, was a huge mistake. So after that, and after some life events that happened post college, I ended up rediscovering music as a way for myself to communicate with my emotions in a very efficient manner, if you will. So yeah, it's led to a lot of songs that talk about some topics that are very near and dear to my heart, and they got me through a lot of difficult times. And at the end of it, I found the Twitch music community where I started to really, I don't know, be able to express myself more. It's been great to revisit these themes throughout my life, and kind of get to battle them again and again and again to see how I've grown and how I approach a problem separately across time. So yeah, so that's kind of my musical backstory. So now I've released stuff on Spotify. I've written a whole bunch of new songs with chat. A myriad of people. I actually had one event where we did 12-hour stream where we wrote, recorded, produced, and released a song. We're not doing that today. That's way too much. But I thought it'd be really cool to sit down with Chad Boy Music, to talk music, to talk just about music in general, and do some collab stuff. We were running into some tech issues because it's oddly difficult to route audio everywhere, but we're gonna make the best of it. So I'm pretty excited for this. But Chad, you wanna take it away and talk a bit about your music?
Sure. Yeah, have a good day, Dennis. Or good time at work. Alright, so for people that don't know me in Mystic Stream, my name is Shattered Lane. I'm from Wyoming in the US, and yeah, so um, I did. So I was in a band for 3 years during junior high. Um, or like, yeah, fifth, sixth, and seventh grade. I think. Um,
Sorry, my
and
bad. I
Was it?
had my Discord muted still on your end. I'm so sorry. So
Oh, restart.
uh, yeah, you guys should be able to hear Chad much better, right?
Right.
Yes, right? Yes.
Hey, Blitz,
Okay.
what's up?
All right, all right. That was my bad. I'm sorry.
No, we're good.
All
All
right.
right,
Sorry for
I'm
my bad.
restarting. Okay, here we go. So, my name is Shattered Lane. I'm from Wyoming in the U.S. So I started singing when I was like in first grade, just doing like little talent shows, I guess. But then I was in a band from fifth to seventh grade, a rock band with my cousins. Um, and so that went well for a few years, and then I just decided that maybe that wasn't the right path for me. I guess I don't know. And then I had uh, taken 8 years off until this last December when I started streaming. Um, yeah, so I mean, I found the Twitch community in September, and it has been nothing but amazing. So thank you guys for that. And yeah, Mystic was the first person that I've met in person on Twitch. He came through my town on the way to California. So yeah.
That's a wild story.
Anyways, what's
I
that?
said, no, that's a wild story. Blitz, is this?
Right.
Let me know if this is fine. I can turn up a little too, actually. But uh, you mentioned you just kind of appearing in into the Twitchverse. Like, what? How did you find Twitch music community? Like, was there a stream that you were you playing games on Twitch and you realized it had music, or were you seeking it out?
Definitely wasn't seeking it out. I watched games, more so. Um, and then I actually didn't have the app for maybe like 6 months. I re-downloaded it, and Ellie Mack was on my like suggested page. So that was the very first music streamer that I had seen. And then I found Will D, or Wild's Room, whoever, whatever you want to say. I found his next, and that's where Sonata and Malia and Mystic, I believe, and just like most of these people were all chilling. And so that was like the first streamer within the community that I would say. Um,
Okay.
but after that, yeah,
The rest is history.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
so crazy how like the web like connects and then it just like you start you start with such a small one and then you're like, wait, this thing is much bigger, and then it just like, it's kind of awesome about
Right.
how that happens. For myself, I guess for completeness, like I knew there was music on Twitch. I actually knew there was Mike Shinoda. I know he was doing a lot of producing because I'm very close with Linkin Park, at least
I
emotionally. So
actually had no idea, and I'm huge on Linkin Park, but I had no idea that he was on Twitch.
yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, so that was my perspective, that Twitch was for these large artists to do their stuff. Like that was their like concert withdrawal stuff for the pandemic, right? And I didn't have much else to say about that other than there was one point I was not feeling like playing the game I was playing. I was just kind of bored. I didn't really want to do anything else. One of those kind of moods. So I was looking on Twitch and I was like, oh, wait, there's music. I remember that. So I looked around. I found this and I'm like, well, let's go find some small streamer, because when I look for new channels, sometimes it's really cool to find a small streamer with who's streaming to nobody, or one or two people, And so I browsed the page, which I've done this for when I raid too. So it's the same process. I would just browse it and I look for someone who's like a singer songwriter, just kind of chilling with their guitar or piano or whatever instrument it happens to be. And I found Chilled Alf. If you've definitely seen Chilled Alf around, who's a wonderful
Hey,
musician as well. And I was hanging out in his channel for a while. I came back every like, I don't know, little while, to a stream or two. Uh, on the first stream though, Sunray Music popped in, and he was just obviously his amazing self. He's just a wonderful individual, and it's like kind of crazy because then I like a while later I pumped into to Sunray's stream, and he was wonderful, and I came back and I came back, and eventually uh, got not peer pressured, but at least considered that this was an option for me to do. Um, and then I started streaming, and then it just slowly snowballed and snowballed and snowballed, to where we're at now today, which is still, got a long ways to go, but I'm really happy with where I'm at right now. Um,
right, for sure.
so that's kind of my background, which is just pretty fun. Also, I got a few
Yeah.
people in chat I want to call out and just say hello, Jethro. Hello, Leia. Pastel, welcome in. Nice to see you guys.
Jethro, Leia, how are ya?
Yeah, we got some action. If you go ahead
Let's
and check out
go.
Chad Boy Music, can I get another shout out for Chad Boy, by the way? Um, because it'll be easy if you guys have both of our streams open, because we're both live actually, which is really cool. I think. So, yeah. This is the wildest thing. So we spent a while trying to get everything figured out perfectly, and tech is always a pain in the butt, but we got there pretty close, I think.
Yeah, we pretty much figured it out. It only took 3 hours.
2 steps forward, 4 steps back, something like that.
Malia,
Anyways,
Queen, how are you?
it's Malia here. Hello. How are
And
you?
Fireman, let's go.
Nice. The whole crew. Encourage you to
Yes.
have
Over 2
greater
streams,
tab.
we got everybody.
Yes. Okay. So, that's kind of how we found Twitch Music and how things have gone. So tell me, this is one thing I'm curious to know. What's your perspective of us meeting? Like, tell me about that.
So actually, I had only watched one of your streams before we met, and I I had seen that you were at Yellowstone, correct? Were you at Yellowstone?
Devil's Tower.
Devil's Tower, yeah, okay. And I was like, huh, that's cool. That's in Wyoming, but it's out of the way. And so I was like, that's not even close to me, but it's cool that you're in Wyoming. And then he's like, yeah, I'm just in some town, Rock Springs. I stayed the night. And I was like, oh my God, that's where I live. And anyways, that morning he ended up coming to see me at work. So yeah, we got to talk, and yeah, just real genuine dude that I'm very excited to work with. So anyways, that's how that went for me.
Okay, it's crazy because you'd only been in one of my streams, but we had definitely interacted in other people's streams. I couldn't list out right now, but I mean, I
Oh
definitely
yeah.
wasn't the first time I'd seen your name ever anywhere, and then like, oh, I guess I'll meet this person in real life. That's a smart idea to do. No, but so that was pretty cool. Uh, just catching. Yeah. So for me, I was obviously on my road trip. I drove to Independence Rock, and I was like, it was dark out. I was kind of tired, so I slept for like a nap. I took a nap, realistically. Then I woke up and I was wide awake, and I'm like, well, crap. I was supposed to sleep for 8 hours, but now I'm awake, and it's like 9 p.m. and I'm awake. So I drove and
Right.
drove and drove until I got to a point where I was tired, and then I pushed myself to get to the next town, which happened to be this small little place called Rock Springs. And then I went into what's the word? The Walmart parking lot. And then the next morning, I was like, picked up some supplies. We were messaging back and forth. I'm like, oh wait, this is the town. Well, obviously, like this is way too much of a coincidence not to do this. So let's meet up. So that
Yeah.
I think is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like there was no shot that I thought you were gonna end up in Rock Springs. So that was really cool.
Yeah, I think it was pretty fantastic. That's what this ended up, spiraling into this moment right now. Trying to gesture to your face to right now, like
Right
it's
now.
freaking wild. Yeah. So how? I guess that's. Does anyone have any questions for myself or Chad? And just
Oh
in general,
yeah.
because like
Let's
then
do
we're gonna
that.
dive into a bit more musicy stuff and talk a bit more about songwriting and whatnot. But this is like probably a good logical break before we get too much into that because that'll kind of change the vibe a little bit. You know what I mean? Let me do this and that. Sorry, one sec. This might be screwing up my stream, but welcome in, Pastor Joe. Sorry, Jose. It's nice to see you, friend. Oh, you came in
Um
from Leon.
all right. Fate
All right.
said, Chad, what is your favorite Mystic song? And for me, it's NASA. No coincidence to the emotes or anything, but I love NASA so much. So I mean, you know that I request it every time I'm there.
You do.
So yeah, it's definitely NASA.
I do thoroughly enjoy your emotes. So if you guys got some NASA emotes, some Chad Boy music emotes, go ahead and they always spam them when the song plays. By the way, I just want you to know. So
Awesome.
it's 10
I
out of
love
10.
that.
Uh, for me, since you obviously don't have originals yet, I would say back that I do enjoy any of your Green Day mashups.
Hey, let's go.
So any of them that include Green Day or Linkin Park, I'm a huge fan of. It's definitely a different style than you're used to hearing something, so you kind of like have to take a different perspective when you're coming into it because it's not the same thing, and sometimes that can be, you know, off putting for some people. But I love that stuff. Like I kind of eat it alive.
Right.
Hearing like I don't know, just someone else's interpretation of something has just been really cool. Especially like lo-fi is just a lot different than um,
Yeah.
like the typical covers you hear on Twitch as well. Wait, Sunflower says, "Sorry if I missed it. We heard your journey to find the community, but why did you both start streaming?" Gotcha.
Mm.
So I found like obviously I kind of got pressured a little bit myself into it from being just talking, saying that I was a musician, and Alf and Ray were like, "Hey, you should stream," and I'm like, "Okay," and that's about all it took, to be honest. But why did you jump the switch from saying, "Hey, I'm in this community. I'm enjoying Will D's music. I'm enjoying Ellie Mack and all these wonderful musicians." When did you be like, "I can do that too"? You know?
Um so really I think like biggest Twitch inspiration would be Will. Like for those like solid 3 months there. I was in every stream, and like just the community that was there, like Celtic Legend, Pastel, like those type of people. Like, why wouldn't you want to? Like, I mean, streaming's easy because they're around. Like, good, just good all around people. Blitz, like it's just a community that's easy to stream to. I don't know. So for me, like after not singing for 8 years, like singing in the shower in the car, that's it for 8 years. Like it was a big step for me, but also it was made really easy by the people in this community.
I would echo that sentiment. Like, I don't know, it feels nice. People actually know the songs and stuff like that from my perspective. But it's like,
Right.
oh, we good. Okay. Something popped up and I'm just okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Right.
I'm really enjoying this, so
And then also like after Will's, like I found Malia and then I found Sonata, which are like two of the most like genuine people on Twitch. Like so easy to talk to, so helpful. So those two really like sped it up that I was like, yeah, I should stream because like why not? They're gonna be there to help me. And like who isn't gonna be there to help you in this community? So
that's true. I mean, exactly. Like I know Closure has been a lot of help in a lot of his or producer talk sections. I've been able to ask questions
right.
to Gleam a lot from that. I've been able to get help from Miho Biskin Music. If you're not familiar with Miho, he's a wonderful Australian as well. He was more than offering of advice and stuff when you're just starting out. Because like the first, you had a bit different from first couple streams than I did, to be honest.
Well, yeah. I was yeah.
Yeah. We go from the most. Wait, point in there. Was it Aiden who described you as the most?
The most hype unaffiliated Twitch of all time. Yeah, something like
So
that.
this guy on his first stream gets like 30, 40 people, where I was on my first like 10 streams of like 2 people.
Yeah, and then getting Nathan V's front page raid, my second stream, that was not okay.
So we have completely different Twitch experiences, but suffice to say, there's no wrong way to go about it.
See, but like that's the thing. Like I just hung out in the community for 3 months, and like I was affiliate in 2 weeks. That's just like the type of community that's around here. Like if you are thinking about streaming and you're in this community, please do it. Like we will full heartedly like be there for you. So why not?
No, I definitely echo that for sure. You gotta let us know you're streaming, but if you do, we'll be there.
That first. Yeah.
Like, I guess one solid question. So, what's been your hardest moments streaming so far? Do you find like the lulls between chats the hardest? Do you find having to come up with new things, the tech? Like what's the hardest thing about you with streaming?
The hardest thing for me is like make sure that I'm warmed up because like for my first 4 streams I was like whatever, and then like sound terrible for like my first 4 or 5 songs, and that bugs the crap out of me. Like when I sound bad, I get really down on myself. So that's like my main thing. Like numbers, I don't much care because I know that the people that are here are people that are like I don't know, they're just amazing people. So it's like I'm performing to my friends. Like that's what it is to me, and like my family. So it's the numbers don't really much matter to me. But yeah, I get down on myself for messing up mostly. It was my weak point.
I get that. Some days my voice seems like if I warm it up, it's great, and some days if I warm it up, it's still kind of eh. And some days if I don't warm up, it's great because like that's a unique sound as well. But some days it's also crap. I haven't figured it out myself yet, but I probably should. But
yeah, I feel you.
I get that. I like sounding good. That's kind of the core of the thing. So
right.
Though for me, the hardest part does actually is singing my originals. Like actually expressing these things that, there are a lot of things I say that aren't happy thoughts.
Right.
Just being transparent. Like, uh, you could look through any of my lyrics and there's a lot of, you know what I mean? And that's very difficult to express. And it's something that through practice and being able to think about things again, it's helped me process it, and it's helped me um, not get over it, but like understand and respect my feelings better, which is hard. It's difficult to be vulnerable. Which tonight, this is a vulnerable thing. Like, I mean,
Absolutely.
like we're here talking about music, talking about our past experiences and things like that, and to segue into kind of like um, um, some more songwriting stuff. Like, I think my biggest advice for anyone who is going to songwrite, to do any amount of songwriting, is to always be genuine. Like, because that will come across in your lyrics. Now, like, you can always write a silly song or something like that. Like that, no one's gonna stop you from that. But like, don't don't be someone you're not, which is just good general life advice. Like, I wouldn't sing about myself um, being super happy all the time because that's just not me. I wouldn't sing about being depressed all the time because that's just not me. I wouldn't sing about being addicted to this or like I wouldn't put myself in a position that I couldn't fully express. Like when I sing my songs, I often channel the emotions I felt at the time, and sometimes it's not perfect, but sometimes I really hit it, and it's like I think that adds so much to it that um, as long so just as long as you can keep that authenticity about yourself is really kind of at the core of it.
Gotcha.
So
And I think like I've tried to write multiple times, and I just am like, is this something I'm genuinely passionate about enough to write about? And then I stop. So I don't know.
I guess that's
But
that's fair. So maybe my follow up question to that is, so why what are you hoping to get out of this collab? Like what do you actually want to write some stuff, or do you want to just kind of chat about music, maybe some different ways of doing things? Like this is kind of your time to shine, Chad. Like
yeah, I want to, like, ideally I want to write, but it's like learning how to, like, learning a lot from you is like mostly what I want to do in this stream. So or and just get to know each other, talk about music and like our love for music, stuff like that.
mhm.
So yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Awesome. Well, I mean, you're already kind of like I would push back and say you've definitely done more writing than not, because you do improv, you do, and that's like you're not writing it down physically. But a lot of my songs are not written down when I wrote them. Like I would sing them and I would memorize them, or I would take a video of myself playing it, and I consider that writing it down. So that's like the writing part of it, even though you're not. So improving can kind of go the same direction. Um, a lot of the time, I don't know about you, but sometimes it's like it's kind of hard to do it, but it's kind of fun. Definitely
Right.
takes practice. Um, so okay. So you've tried to write before. So like what made you put it down? Like why did you just stop?
Well,
You don't have to
like the
answer if
main
that's not comfortable.
well, dude, I'm a open book. It's fine. We're chilling. Um, but like the main thing I tried to write about was like my last relationship, and eventually I was just like, why am I worrying about it? Like, why do I care so much about it? And so I just like didn't want to write about it because I didn't want to think about it.
That's totally fair. Like you don't have to put yourself in a position where you're not happy, right? I
Right.
don't know.
And
Like
like, uh, I mean, it's taken me 2 years to get over it. So I mean, like, finally, I'm starting to be okay with it. But it's
mhm.
literally taken 2 years, so it's yeah. I'm happy to be out of it, and I don't want to write about that stuff no more. So yeah, I got to find something new to write about, I guess.
That's perfectly valid. I would say so the first song I wrote, so I alluded to this a little earlier with some like life events after college. So I had a long-term partner. So like 4 years by the end of it. And when we split, obviously that was a main source of emotional turmoil for me. Even though I was going to split it off, it still doesn't mean that I'm magically okay with it, right? Like it's an entire language of things and feelings that just disappear in a moment. And my writing right after that really reflects that. I actually have a song that I wrote saying about a certain amount of time had passed and stuff like that, and like actually realized that I kept singing this song, and it was like another month, so I had to change the lyric to be like, oh, and now 3 months have passed, now 4 months have
Yeah.
passed, and
Yeah.
so like for me, songwriting was a way to cope with that as I went through it, right? And
Right.
then it naturally transitioned more and more to other feelings that I had felt as I drifted away from those heartbreak post relationship feels. Because like we still have doubts, we still have fears of other things, anxiety, lots of things to talk about, honestly, or it doesn't even have to be like bad emotions, right? Like it can be the hope that you find love soon. It could be the hope that tomorrow you wake up and you've had a full night's rest. Like it can be literally anything.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, might as well. I was in a relationship for 5, almost 6 years.
Ooh,
We were engaged, and then like we had been engaged for 6 months, and 6 months before our wedding, we decided to break up. So yeah,
that's
it was super heavy. But anyways, so yeah, nobody in the Twitch community knew that. Now everybody does. So it's whatever.
engagement
But
reveal,
not
sort of.
ah weight off the shoulders. We're chilling.
I mean, once you're with somebody for that long, though, like it's not um, too crazy to think that you were engaged or anything like that either. But that's
Right.
a long relationship. Even
Yeah.
even for my standards, 4 years, 5 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
It was my junior year, her sophomore year, and then yeah, we lived together for 3 years. So I mean that on top of it. But anyways, yeah, that's why it took 2 years, I guess, probably. But anyways, we're here now, and I feel a lot better about it. So we good.
That's awesome. I mean, yeah, it's it's really nice to be at these moments because I mean, for myself, I'm at a relatively high point as well. So it's nice to be past those sad feelings, and I feel like a lot of things are cyclical. So like, I don't know, not to say you're gonna feel heartbreak again, but like for me, I tend to sometimes feel more remorseful, or not. Maybe that's the wrong word for sure, but like more reminiscent of those sad times, like those memories of me. Like maybe I'll be doing something very similar. I'll see an object that reminds me of a particular moment in time, and that could either be a time from when I was in a relationship and or when I was out of one. So like there's a lot of different things, seriously, that can spur from just everyday things, like, oh, a place that I've been that reminds me of this. So it's
Yeah, that's another thing about living in a small town that I hate because, like, literally, we went everywhere. So, like, everywhere was part of it. And I'm like, God
true.
damn, I need to get out of here. But, anyways, so yeah, it took a while to get over that too. Just being in a small town is totally different. But yeah,
And Rock Springs, what's that's how large is that town?
30,000.
Okay. So it's a big small town.
Right.
It's got a Walmart and
It does have a Walmart.
drug
And that's
problems
like,
probably,
yeah.
but it's not like crazy metro issues.
Hmm.
Like you've got all the metro issues in a small scale, but with the people who will recognize you from childhood.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody knows everybody still. So,
So, which is really, it's an odd thing. I grew up in a town that
yeah.
was a of 2,000 people, but I know of kind of the size you're talking about because the town next, one of the towns about an hour away, which had the Walmart that we would drive to. Literally, our closest Walmart was an hour away. Uh, was like around that size. I forget
Right.
exactly the size, but it was large enough. Had a few major manufacturers as well, so that's kind of why it was as large as it was. And so
Yeah.
experience is not too dissimilar. Um, Except I had to drive a lot farther to buy stuff at Walmart. Though I didn't buy things back then anyways, so it didn't really matter.
Right.
What was I buying really outside of gas? And
That's where that was our hangout spot in high school was Walmart. So
there was a gas
that's
station
what we
that people would
that's what we
congregate.
did for fun.
Just the things you do when there's nothing else to do. It's dangerous. Yeah, that's cool, man.
But I got a question for you. Who are your 3 most influential artists or bands?
So, yeah, 3. Tough choice. I might not get it perfect, but 3 that come to mind. Gut instinct. I think I gotta go with Bon Iver, Hozier. No, sadly not Hozier. Macklemore and John Bellion.
Nice.
So Macklemore is maybe the interesting one. Actually,
Yeah, for sure.
So that's kind of, I mean, he talks about himself and his authenticity and talking with Ryan Lewis, his producer. So they've had a lot of those conversations, and I've heard some of them through various YouTube type stuff, right? I forget exactly every single place I've ever heard that, but he tries at his core to talk about things that are from his perspective, and he takes that pretty seriously. And I also just like his music, so that also plays into that. John Bellion for being able to kind of like fully envision a song, like hear all the parts in his head. Like that's so like what I kind of try to do a little bit nowadays, since I'm getting into producers right now, getting into the production. But then
He's definitely sorry.
He's
definitely someone I'm not familiar with like as much, and like I hear everyone talking about him like in our community, but I'm not familiar with at all.
He seems like it would be your vibe, if I'm being honest. So you definitely got to check out John Bellion.
All right. Will do.
But the one songwriting wise, the most I think would be Bon Iver, and that's I always for a multiple of reasons, but the bigger one is the story of his first album, For Emma Forever Ago, him disappearing into a cabin and coming out with the album, like the cabin in the Wisconsin wilderness, basically forest or whatever, and having an album at the end of it, and it's just this gut wrenching song about or album about processing, life and dealing with relationship stuff, and I resonate a lot with that. And then as he's continued to evolve as a musician, he's gone and done the things that he's enjoyed. He's not stuck to that same folky sound that you get out of that first album. Like if you listen to his latest stuff, it sounds way different,
Right.
It's not even the same hemisphere really, but his vocals are just so. I wish I had that falsetto.
Right. I feel you.
How about you, man? Let's flip the question back to you. Give me your 3 most
All right.
influential. Like, why do you sing?
So number 1 would be Linkin Park, just because, like the rap rock thing, like so cool for me. And that's what I grew up on. Like my mom had everything. I got Hybrid Theory like memorized, dude. And so, yeah, that's like a huge band for me. Def cried when Chester passed away. So like, yeah, that's a big thing for me. I wish I need to learn more songs, put them on my song list for sure.
I need to make mine 4 and list Linkin Park as well, because seriously.
Yeah, right. Number 2 would probably be J. Cole, just because that is who I listen to the most right now. Like as a whole, I probably have every single song on Spotify of his, and I could listen to him at any time. And just as a lyrical rapper, which is the rap that I would prefer, I think he's the best. And then 3, I feel like I have to pick an R&B, probably Usher. 'Cause from like 9 to like 19, I had every Usher song memorized. So
I love that.
I mean, yeah. Man, and so that's where I got a lot of my inspiration from, like singing wise also. So
That's fantastic, dude. I think the more I think, the more bands and artists I'm like that. Oh yeah, these guys made an impact on me as well. Like I obviously Linkin Park comes up, and I was huge into them. Like Hybrid Theory, same deal. One More Light, also absolutely in love with that album. But then I'm also like, well, I really love 21 Pilots too because they definitely got me through some hard times as well. And it just like it just
Right.
goes on and on and on.
That's what. Yeah, like
Hard.
Juice World would probably be my number 4 because he literally got me through the 2-year span.
Mm.
Which, yeah, so I mean, he would probably be number 4, but I could list like 50.
I appreciate that. So I don't know. It's from an inspiration perspective. I think just more is good, and hearing more people talk and do more wonderful things can be. I don't know. Just it's not a bad thing to be more aware of what other people are doing, and you get more ideas.
Right.
Like I probably never would have tried those kind of like improvs that I do at the end of some of my songs, where I'm like talk singing sometimes. And
Right.
like that's very clearly similar to 21 Pilots, you know.
Yeah, I love that too. So keep doing it.
I love doing it. It's very cathartic to just put emotions that I felt either in new words or emotions that I'm feeling today. You know, like all these different things as I'm processing it, especially as I'm channeling it through my songs. Like,
Right.
yeah. All right. So you can't hear this, right? Remember correctly?
I can hear
this.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Is this coming through on your stream?
It should be.
Okay. I forget.
Yes, it is.
Off. Cool.
It is.
Awesome. So guys, this is the weird part about this is because of the delay with Twitch, with Discord, with just being physically in 2 separate locations. The easiest way we're going to do this is we're going to write some nice sound here, and then we're going to just kind of start writing for what's on our hearts. You know? And I've got a few ideas. But are you feeling something somber tonight, Chad?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good to me, dude.
Because we can do something kind of light. We can do something a little bit more upbeats. You know, what you feeling?
I'm down for some like somber stuff. Sounds good to me.
How's that sound?
Oh. I did not hear your voice there, but
oh, that's right. We're having the issue where I can't play and talk, right?
I think so.
Okay, so that's fine. You know, I'll give you 2 options. You choose which one you want me to go with, okay?
Okay. Oh, you cut out again. I heard the beginning of that, but I didn't hear the second half,
so
pretty much.
Like...
Yeah, it's cutting out after a while. I don't know why.
That's the other part.
I literally heard maybe a third of that.
Give me 2 seconds, and I think I can fix this. So we're going to mess up the video for a second. I'm sorry. As I just do this so Chad can hear the sound. This guy. All right. Can you hear me, Chad?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Can you hear the guitar again?
Yep. And then no, now.
Really? It's breaking out on you?
I know.
It's okay.
I literally heard it for maybe like 10 seconds. You have sound suppression off though, right? Yeah, we turned all of it off.
Okay. I see it turn off.
Nah, it keeps doing it.
1 sec. that?
Oh.
Ah, okay. Well, I will send you 2 clips then.
I can hear you.
I will send you a couple clips then.
Okay.
All right,
All
guys.
right. I'm a mute.
All right. So, what I'll do. This is plugged in. My loop pedal is plugged in. My volume is on, just to make sure I'm not insane. Sorry, one sec here. Okay, you can unmute. Oh, I can't hear you anymore. You're deafened? Can someone let him know he's deafened? Unless it's intentional. I need to do something real quick. That might make me lose audio real quick, so sorry about that. Can I hear myself? I can still hear myself. Okay. Testing, testing. All right, Chad. You're muted right now. If you needed to unmute.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm good.
I'm gonna send it back to you.
Okay.
Send the new thing to you. So Chad 2. So guys, if you want to check out the sound clip, it's one clip, but there's 2 different things on it.
My screen's gonna be messed up because I gotta click on this clip, but so you're just gonna have to see Mystic for a second.
That's the love of having to deal with multiple things, but it's okay.
Yeah.
That's life. All right. Well, hello, everyone.
Oh, that stops it? Dang it. I wanted to listen and be here. Anyways.
Well, hello, everyone.
I think I like the first one best.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, can record like maybe 2 minutes of that, and then
Yep.
we'll let you play it on your end, and then we can kind of just let that play in the background, I guess. Wait, you said you can't play it and listen to me at the same time?
No, I can play it and listen to you. I just couldn't play it and have my screen be normal on
Got it. So I think if you
Streamlabs.
actually just download it rather than play it from Discord,
Yeah.
you'd be able to fix that issue.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get that recording figured out real quick. So you said the first one, right?
Yeah.
Which was interesting. Not a bad interesting, but that's a cool interesting. Shoot. My fingers have not played this in too long. All right. You're good to come back in.
I am here.
So I'm going to export this and send it to you yet again. So might lose audio. I don't think I've been. So let's do this. Testing. Okay, so I can actually still talk. It's weird. Sometimes like this actually disables the audio for me when I was doing this live before, but that's whatever. So here's a sample for you to do with as you please in general.
Dang.
So
this feels like a lot of power.
Giving you the permission to use it wherever you need to. I would prefer credit, but I'm also not like stressed.
I think you get credit by default. So
yeah. Cool. So it looks like it's exported. It's done. I will send the thing now.
Word.
And we really tried to get this to do live and recording, but it seemed like it was one step forward, a couple steps back, a couple times.
Yeah.
So let's send this guy. Here's your little sample. It's I actually don't know how long it is, to be honest. I recorded for a couple minutes, I feel like. A minute. Time flies.
1 whole minute. Dang, on the dot too.
I know, that's like kind of surprising. Interesting. Okay, so I mean, that's the full thing, and I've goofed it up. I've goofed it up, guys. There we go. Camera's back. And then now we got the lights. So you've got your sound. So you guys, if you check over in Chad Boy's thing, you can hear the whole vibe.
You hear that?
Ample. No, I don't hear anything.
What the heck?
But now if I pull up your stream.
You hear that?
Ample. No, I don't hear anything.
What the heck? Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that.
No. I definitely can hear it on your stream now.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to be primarily looking at Chad's stream for a little bit. Just a heads up for people. So if you're chatting, actually I can see both. I can lie, but I can also see Chad's chat. So I didn't put your name in the thing. I should have. That's a good idea.
What?
That's a freaking great idea.
All right.
So
I'm just gonna play this.
Yeah.
Hi again.
So one thing I will say is that for me, a lot of the time, music was something that I could sit with by myself at night and do to avoid just staring at the ceiling, you know?
Right.
So I would often make a sound similar to this. This is actually the sample from that one song I was kind of referencing earlier about time passing and having to rewrite the song, basically.
Gotcha.
So I thought it was kind of fun that you chose that one.
Nice.
So I've got a million of those little licks that I've written in the past, and you can pull out when you need to. So I guess how else to express, and eventually I was like needing to say something to get off my chest, and honestly, I started an awful lot of my songs describing where I'm at physically in the moment, like here I am, staring at the photos on my phone again, basically, or here tonight by the pale moonlight, or not that, but that's a different. That's something else. But I often describe where I'm at physically, and then I start talking about my emotions. Is kind of what I do. So, just not that you have to do this, and not that we have to talk about that, but that is a reference point for what I've done in the past a lot.
Yeah, I got you. Gosh dang it, what was the thing called? Because Chad 3. Word. Chad 2.
Chad 2 was the option A or B. Chad 3.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So there's that excitement.
Gotcha.
So I guess maybe a good question to kind of get some creative juices going
Mhm.
is you said you're past feeling anything for the previous relationship. You moved on.
Right.
What was that device that allowed you to do that? Was it music? Was it was there a specific thing that you can point to and be like, this is what I got past? Like you mentioned, was it J. Cole? No,
Yeah.
was it J. Cole? Okay.
Well, yes. Recently, yes.
Yeah, I was trying to remember who you mentioned one of the artists you were talking about earlier,
Oh,
but
or Juice World.
yeah, Juice World. Thank you.
Yeah.
As this as a catalyst for a lot of emotions, um, earlier. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know, maybe trying to guide questions and
Right. Um. Let's see. So yeah, I would literally say music helped out like a bunch, and then also just going to therapy, which allowed me to open up or like say what I needed to say without the person who I'm telling it to judging me or having anything to say back.
so I mean that's kind of something to go down is like therapy. Like, why did you go to therapy? Like, why choose therapy rather than moping at home alone and drinking or some
Right.
other coping mechanism? Like,
Right. So, I mean, the first thing would be that I can't drink. No, so like normal people's or like the usual coping mechanism would be like alcohol or
Sophie.
like maybe weed or something like that. But I can't drink, and I promised my grandpa that I would never smoke. So there's that, and that's something that I still am. So, I mean, really, I didn't have any let out. I could tell my grandpa stuff, but other than that, I didn't really have anybody that I wanted to tell.
I get
So
that.
therapy seemed like the other option.
So let's, I don't know, describe your first moments walking into therapy. Like, how were you feeling? Was that something that
uh,
can you remember a lot about that or no?
yeah, I was feeling more excited than anything that I was going to get some stuff off my chest that I didn't want to tell anybody else. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I would say that was the big thing.
I mean, excitement to get it off your chest, express yourself. Like,
And also just get help. Because for a year and a half, I just sat there and let it eat at me. So it was like, I'm finally doing something about it.
I feel that. I feel that a lot. I wish when I was going through things myself that I would have had the courage to go and do that. Um, to be honest, but I guess the content, right?
Right.
So it's good songs, and I was able to do my own form of self therapy and express things. So
Right.
I'm still here, so I guess there's multiple ways to go through stuff, but um,
My main thing was just listening to music. Like I said, like I tried to write a little bit, but also just listening to music made my day better. Also, so it was kind of just already there. So I was like, oh, I'll just listen to it.
I can appreciate that. So
So
I don't know about you, but I feel like there was a particular line in there that resonated with me when you're talking. Is the excitement to get it off your chest.
mhm.
Is so honestly, that's the point where I would just see if this fit the vibe of the song that you've selected, quote unquote,
Mhm.
or just like that's. I mean, is this something you want to sing about?
I mean, sure, why not? I don't have anything that I was like I want to write about this. So it's whatever.
I think it could be a pretty
I'm all
powerful
for
thing
it.
too,
Yeah.
because like not enough people talk about therapy being okay slash it's the thing. It's
Mhm.
not like it like just because you need to go out and talk with someone else is by no means a form of weakness. It's honestly strength. It's showing you're strong enough to admit it.
Right.
So I definitely wasn't.
I mean, we all have our own ways, and it literally took me 18 months to figure out that I needed to do it. So, but
So
that was breakup on top of losing a job on top of a lot of stuff. So, I mean, it was just therapy in general helping out with my well-being.
okay. So I mean, these are a lot of your own words, but um, I've got a thing sharing on my screen. I think you should be able to see it right now.
Word.
And you've got OBS open right now, but um, so
Oh, it's so small. Give me a
is it?
sec.
Yeah, I can make this a lot bigger. I can make this a lot bigger.
Okay.
How's that? Is that a little?
Yep. I can see it.
Okay, so now I just need to turn this on because I don't always have it shared um, on my screen. So,
Mhm.
oh, oh, it's just at the back, of course. Oh gosh. There we go. So, okay. So, just to remind people of what it sounds like of the thing that we're kind of working towards is this sound. I'm going to play it on my end if you want to play it on your end as well.
Yep.
So, here's kind of the background noise we've got going on. Excited to get it off my chest. Feelings hurt, no more being depressed. So like there's kind of a rhythm that you can feel in the song that kind of puts words in it. So but also like by no means the only way you can sing it. Right? Oh, you might be muted now.
All right. Good.
Yeah, I think we're chilling. So you tell me what comes next. Like how would you sing that part, by the way? Because I came up with my way, but
Dang.
slash obviously you can change the words like that. These are your
Right.
words to change. If like you don't want to use the terms chest or excitement, you know you can.
Mm.
So just think about that for half a second with the sound. I'll leave you to stir on it for a moment. I'm gonna.
Right.
Sophie, welcome in. I didn't say hello to you properly because we're trying to do a lot here, and there's a whole mess of things. Right? It's kind of fun, kind of scary to do all of this live and to get everything working can be a huge pain in the butt, if I'm being honest. But this is like so much fun. So let's see here. You said you finally have the day off and you're spending it popping in everyone's streams. It's awesome. You stream? Do you stream tonight, Sophie? I think you do. Because it's Wednesday, right? It is Wednesday. You're good. Oh, is Ray streaming tonight? I actually checked his schedule and I couldn't see him post it, but it's really cool. He's online. Yes, I gotta jump back. All right, man.
So, like the wording, I feel like would literally be pretty much the same. Like,
Okay.
like, or there's just been a weight lifted off my chest, or uh, I don't know, like it was just what did I say? Excited to get it off my chest. Yeah, so um man, I don't know.
I feel you. This is the thing for me. Okay,
Oh,
songwriting sometimes can be I get a line, right? I mean, you can hear me, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I was like making sure I wasn't muted still.
No, you
So like oftentimes just expressing that the emotion I'm feeling is what I'm writing about and acknowledging that is enough for
right,
me to process it and continue on.
right.
Sometimes the words flow naturally, and that's just me being me.
Hmm.
But other times, like, it's really difficult, you know? Like, it can be exceptionally hard um, to get words out of my head. Um, really. Like, I might get a line, or I might not even get any lines. I might just sing it over a million times. Like, my own songwriting style, especially, is like I would just sing like that. I would play on the guitar that little lick, right?
Hmm.
Excited to get it off my chest. Excited to get it off my chest. No more. I'm feeling just a little today. Feeling a little less depressed. And rhyming is something that I think is a wonderful tool in times. It's by no means necessary because it's just a tool. You can break it,
Right.
do all that stuff. There's no reason you need to have it be verses. You need to stress about that stuff. So that is some more advice for sure.
Gotcha. I feel like I'm just not sure what uh to take in like singing it like as a
That's fair.
um
We could add some like
yeah,
beats and stuff to it too, man. Like
right.
like maybe that'll help it out a little bit too. Do you you said you have a MIDI keyboard, but have you done any sort of
Yeah.
beat making yourself?
No. Nope, nope.
That could be pretty
I
cool.
know that's what I need to get into. Actually, like by you having me download Ableton, I was like, yeah, like I'm obviously gonna buy the full version. Like I've just been once I get enough money, pretty much.
Channel goals, man.
but
But yeah,
but but yeah, that's the main goal. I want to start making my own stuff. So, but
I'm here for it, man. I love it. That's
yeah,
that's so exciting. I
but
think it's all
uh,
like it'll all come in time.
right, because I mean, like obviously you can tell by music like that I do. I don't want to be genre isolated, so it's like
Hmm.
I'm just trying to be multifaceted in what I can do. So, but it's just figuring it out at the moment.
True. I think like discovering all that stuff is like such a fun process too. Um, for me, I have a ton of fun.
Right.
Like I've sang rap. I've done Adele. I've done Bon Iver. I kind of
Right.
little all over the place, but um, I think that's a fun spot to be at.
Right.
And by limiting yourself, you're only constraining constraints can, of course, bring out more creativeness, but it's not a hard rule. It's not a fast rule, and there's really no particular way, a wrong way to do it. Is my advice. So
Right.
even if this is all we get, this one line that you were excited to get everything that we talked
Mm.
about off your chest, like
Right.
we talked about this, like this is starting to put the gears in motion for
Mhm.
your is like a funnel of catalysting of getting emotions out there. So I think honestly this could be a really healing song for a lot of people too, if you write it the right way.
Right.
And even if you just
Hmm.
tell your own authentic experience, which is obviously is what I suggest,
Right.
I think a lot of people could take that and be inspired from it.
Okay.
So, um, yeah,
Yeah. There's just another thing about doing it live too. Like right now, I'm like,
dude, it's a vulnerable process, man.
what? You know? So,
Now
I
you can
mean,
maybe relate a little bit more to where I'm coming from. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah, no,
it's
I
not
can't
easy.
believe you did like a full stream, release the song. That's insane to me, but yeah, that's I think that's another part to it. I'm like not sure what I want to do. Um but yeah.
Fair. That's so true, man. It's and honestly, this is like I knew we'd get at least this far, where we'd get to a point where we've talked about our experiences and past and stuff. I wasn't sure how much we were gonna get with the actual writing part. Like, it's a very vulnerable process, guys. Like,
Mhm.
I hope I don't give the appearance that it's easy. I really hope I don't, because when I'm up here and I'm talking about not being happy and being, all these stark memories and feelings, like, it's freaking hard. Like, to admit it out loud is to admit it out loud to people, to myself, most importantly. Like, it can sometimes be some really big uh, uh, moments of healing, and
Right.
just realizing that, hey, I felt this way. And, sitting up here and asking Chad to talk about his experiences in therapy, like, that was a very, one-on-one experience. For how many months did you said he was, like, what, 6 months?
Yeah.
It's like 6 months. Like, you can't just boil that down into to 2 seconds of conversation, right? Like, I don't know how much you've thought about this exact experience either, but I do encourage you to just think about it. What it's meant to you, because, like,
Right.
this is your story. Like, I think this is just such a wonderful part about your journey.
Mhm.
So, um, and, like, I could continue to, like, ask these questions and get you to say some nice sound licks and get some nice lines, but I think that does you a disservice of putting words into your mouth, right? Like, I think me picking out a particular line that resonates a ton is very helpful, because, like, that actually resonates. Like, I not just with therapy, but, like, with singing songs, with talking with people about this stuff, excited to get it
Right.
off my chest. Like, I can feel that myself. But, you know,
Yeah, I feel you. Um but yeah, I understand like uh
so we can, like,
I'm just yeah, I don't know.
we can leave it here.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where I'm feeling. But I'm gonna you obviously you can keep that sound bit. We can set up some time later to chat and kind of
Mhm.
continue this theme. And I assume the rest of this is gonna be off stream, like the rest of this collab. So we'll see what comes out of this. Maybe nothing, and we might both get some personal healing out of it. You guys might hear something in the future at an undisclosed date and time. You never know. So
Right.
I'm gonna take this a little bit. I'm gonna send it to you, Chad, in Discord specifically, so you have this in our little
Okay.
chats.
Word.
And obviously, we'll have the VOD from tonight if you ever need to go back and, like,
Yeah.
reference this stuff. Like, it's what's going on here? I forgot to switch back the camera. Oops. There we go. Anyways, let's hide this. I don't need this up anymore. But, guys, I think for, like, a first collab ever, like, just talking and being here and having these conversation has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I loved it for sure.
And I can see some wonderful folks in your chat who've been really feeling these conversations
Yes.
as well. Like, I
So
see
many good
Malia,
people.
Blitz, oh my gosh, Fates,
Sophie, thank you
Park,
for being
Sophie,
here. Welcome
Sheesh,
in. Leah. I know so many good people.
Slayin. Oh my gosh, that's a new name for me. Cherries, of course. Like, guys, there's so many.
That's my uncle.
That's your uncle? Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's awesome. I got Kilkenny on my side as well. Nice to see you too.
Yes.
Honestly, yesterday was so wild. I can't. I still can't even process what happened. Gosh. Yes, guys. So we are an hour and 23 minutes into the stream, just about roughly. So, I don't know. I think you can feel free to end it on your side, and go about your nights, or you could start, sing some music, sing some tunes.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I might do that
Yeah.
just cause. So,
All right.
um,
So, guys, I think at this point, I'm going to be done. I'm going to call this a session. I'm going to end the stream. But, guys, can I get huge shout out for Chad Boy Music? Uh, he is obviously, we've just been talking the last hour and a half about our experiences. If you're just tuning in, this is the first collab I've ever done live, especially live. So, guys, this has been phenomenal. We about to raid, so we're gonna do all that fun stuff. But I just want to, Chad, do you have any last thoughts about the experience?
no, I loved it. It was really good to just get to like pick your brain a little bit, figure out like how you think and what got you inspired and stuff. And then I can hopefully start down the songwriting path. Um, but yeah, I would love to do this with some other people within the community, and hopefully we can continue this collab also. So that would be great. But yeah, it was a great experience and a good starting point for collabs.
Exactly. I mean, appreciate you being on tonight, Chad. You're a wonderful presence, and I'm just glad to continue to get to know you. If anyone else wants to do collabs, you know our streams. Like literally, you've got the Twitch. You can whisper myself or Chad Boy there. I might not be the best at it, but seriously, if you want to collab with me or Chad, I assume do you want to be reached out to in Discord or?
Absolutely, yeah, we could do
All right,
it.
so
Discord is
guys,
probably best. Malia said we should just raid each other.
ha. Well, you're gonna keep singing, so I think I'm gonna maybe raid. I think everyone who's in my channel is also in your channel. So I want to. I've heard Sunray was streaming. Is he still live?
He is. He should be. He was. He started at 6.
All right. Oh no, I don't see him online. Wait.
Oh
I'm
man.
just blind.
Oh.
All right, guys. So Chad, thank you so much for being here, man. We're gonna obviously be able to be in touch. So I'm gonna let you go and do your
All right.
thing, friend. All right.
All right. Thank you. All right. Adios.
Later. All right, guys. Oh, now guys. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Well, this is interesting. Actually, no, I should be able to use my camera again. Sorry. Hold up. This maybe? No. My webcam is literally not on. I gotta activate it. There we go, guys. I'm back. Awesome. So, figured it out. Anyways, let's go ahead and rate somebody. You've been wonderful tonight. You've been. I'm not gonna type rate in Chad's stream. That would be weird, right? I encourage you to check out all the wonderful musicians that are out tonight. If you want to go hang out with Chad a little bit, I'll probably be in there a little bit myself. And then I also see Triskelion Muse is another musician as well. I've got Discord guys if you want to get in touch with me and do collabs and stuff, or just hang out and know when I'm online and doing these fun things. What else do I have to say? Oh, yes, Kale. We did sing for each other, and that was awesome to do like a little bit of like duplicating on the stream. It was kind of a collab. I'm excited to do that more with Leon though, so I'm very excited for that and what's coming in the future. Sorry we didn't play too many music tonight, but appreciate you guys a lot. So take care. Make sure you're doing what you need to do for yourself. Wait, I'm gonna open Ray's stream. Okay, be good. Peace.